Yes, because I think the perils of losing those lessons are higher with people returning to at least the new normal with a vengeance. But here, Saloni, you just spoke about detoxing, staying away from social media and the digital world. Now, in today's hustle, it's very important to be visible and seen. And so people are confused between being seen and being addicted and just being there. So, since you are somebody who consciously takes those breaks, what is it that you would suggest should be part of our inner dialogue in order to stay away and not feel guilty about staying away?
Such a profound question, and it can be very confusing. It can be so confusing, and this is something actually my clients bring to sessions many times. And a lot of time they get, they have the realization of the addiction, but somehow we don't want to even look at that. So, and that I have been there. I have been there. That was the reason actually I started these breaks 5 years back, because I realized as if, my hands are moving itself. I'm picking a phone, and before I know, I've opened an app. I've opened my Insta, my LinkedIn, and what am I doing here? So that happened, and that's why I started it. So I think the first and foremost thing is something to do beyond social media, which is to stay connected, very deeply connected to your highest aim in life. That is very important, because social media is just actually, otherwise it can become like a distraction. When we are not connected to our ultimate, I use the word ultimate goal, ultimate aim in life, when we are not connected, it's very easy for us to go in this loop of distraction. So that is one part, staying connected to ultimately what is it that you, for example, if we talk about ourselves, we are coaches. So if my ultimate goal is to become a great coach, to serve people, my clients, to my utmost capabilities, and also I want to get the right people to work with, that's all is my goal, then I would know how much time I need to spend on social media to just be there, in order that somebody who is looking for a coach like me can get access to me. That's all is required. For that, I'm very clear, I don't have to be there every single day. I don't have to be there for many hours every single day. If I'm posting something, I don't have to check it again and again. So all this will become so clear. What I need is time to time just give a glimpse of what is it that I'm doing, what do I stand for, or share from my creativity, what is the time kind of things I write. I'm a writer, I'm a blogger, so I do write regularly. But when I'm very clear on this, that through my writing I'm just serving, educating people about what I can do, that's all is the purpose. And for that, and practical note, limiting your time really helps. So coming the practical side of it, so since long time I have made it like a rule to have regular breaks, not just like big breaks. I'm talking about 15 days break, I do twice a year, but also like most of the time I would keep either Saturday or Sunday, which is my day, like again, like a detox. I don't open. Usually, I keep deleting my apps, by the way, from my phone. So throughout the year, I think it's just a few days I have on my phone, my apps. Most of the time, I use it from my laptop. And one day, at least in a week, no social media at all. That itself gives a lot of time. And then on a daily basis, it's just fixed time. So I have fixed time that I choose one morning and one evening time, where I'm just going post something or check. And one thing, I have trained my mind to think I don't have to open social media every single day. That is something I did myself, because I realized that's true. I don't have to, because I don't post every single day. It's a choice I've made, and it has worked for me. And I think it works for many people. Even if you want to be a content creator who wants to post regularly, you can choose, okay, 4 times in a week, 5 times in a week, whatever works for you. Still, you will have 1 or 2 days where you don't have to create. This is how I think, at least. Again, I can only share my experience. And I have to ask, a lot of people ask me when I take detox, that does it impact your business? Actually, it's the other way around. People might feel strange, but I would say try it, test it, because every single time I've gone on a digital detox, I've come back with a higher number of inquiries. Actually, during the bake itself, there are so many messages, and I even have an assistant who takes care of, just to mess people if are looking for appointments, and I get back to every one of them when I'm coming out of break. But I think it has to do not because I was away, to do the with the energy, because every time you take a break like that, the purpose is to go inwards. Purpose is not I'm just not going on social media. That is just one practical tool. The purpose is to connect more with myself, and during that time I get more time for myself, for meditation, for being really present with myself, my family, my clients. So that I think that shift in energy creates a ripple of effect in the universe. I believe that, and that brings naturally more and more of the same energy, more and more clients who are looking for you. So that happens as well, and you have to test it to try to see this happening.
Wow, this sounds so magical.